Hello everybody out there, I'm Chris and welcome back to another comic book review, and this time I will be reviewing Convergence, Superboy, and the Legion of Superheroes issue number 1. This was a pretty good issue. I'm not going to say it was excellent, and I'll explain why through the review, but the story basically, the dome's fallen and Superboy is very upset to the point where he's kind of whiny about, I'm not only now 1,000 years out of time in the future, but I'm now on a different planet because Brainy figured out they're not on Earth anymore. And we don't even know if we're in a different dimension. And even Lightning Lass says, dude, it could be a lot worse. Stop bitching and complaining and think about everybody else. But the issue opens up with Superboy giving this really inspiring speech that, the Legion and everybody's working around the clock to figure out what's going on. We're keeping we're keeping Metropolis safe. While everything's going on, while the dome is down, so no worries, and just keep strong spirits high. Keep spirits high. And when it goes off, even Lightning Lass is like, do you believe what you said? And he's kind of like, I don't know. One thing I will say, though, is Colossal Boy, he's stuck at 12 inches high because when the dome fell, all their powers were nulled. So it's kind of funny to see Colossal Boy kind of in between tall, big, and shrinking back to normal. Brainy is Brainy. If you know Brainiac 5, you know Brainy. And you get a little background with Lightning Lass, which I liked also. And then the dome falls, and just like classic Superman, Superboy does not want to fight. He wants to figure out a way to not fight and to go up against, who wants them to fight instead and then get back to their time. And then it kind of ends with beings from the Durval universe. And by the way, this is pre-Crisis 30th century Metropolis, just for an FYI. It's not after Crisis, so technically Superman was Superboy. Pre-Crisis is more of a, it takes more of a golden age setting. One thing I kind of did not enjoy was the artwork. There were certain pages I did not really like. But as you go through the issue, the artwork kind of grows on you. I will say that, and it gets easier to read. But there's just certain moments where I just personally did not really care much for the artwork. It didn't take me out of the book, per se, but at the same time, it was, at times, I really had a hard time. I'm trying to find a good example, but there were just times where I really just couldn't get into it. But then there were certain pages that were done pretty well, so 50-50 with the artwork. It didn't take me out of it, but at the same time, it was definitely not one of my favorite books of the week when it comes to art. So hopefully with issue 2, things will fix up a little bit more. But I was not a fan of the artwork. Story is just like all the other ones. The dome's fallen. They're showing you what they've been doing for the past year, and then the dome falls, and now the versus begins to be continued in the next issue. All in all, I give this an average 3 out of 5 stars. It was a nice issue, but I still didn't enjoy Superboy bitching. I didn't really particularly care for the artwork either, so 3 out of 5 stars. It's up to you guys. Definitely something to look into if you're checking out Convergence. And as always, guys, don't forget to check out comic-related, Comic Frontline, Zone 4 Podcast, and Frontline Gaming Zone. Together, we're your #1 source for comic-related news, reviews, and a whole bunch more. And until next time, everybody, take care, keep reading, keep collecting. We'll see you guys in the next review.